Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely do not know what to expect out of this game at the moment. So, yeah. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2, where we have more, thrills, chills, kills to deal with. I got myself a cup of coffee. Um, Last we left off, fucking, Nagito is dead. Nagito's dead, and he killed himself. And then, as a scapegoat, because by technicality, one of the people killed him, or one of our remaining students killed him by accident, Chiaki basically sacrificed herself. And, I'm a little mad, little upset, because the whole adage of if I like a character, they're probably going to die in that series. Guess what? Still hitting. But yeah, no more Chiaki, no more Gundam. But then, as the timer was ticking down, all the dead people were back again for some reason. Don't know what that's about. So yeah, let's try to figure some things out, because I'm thoroughly lost. I was trying to make my own volume louder. Whoop. Heading to the school trip, chapter 0. Also, why does it sound like a bunch of farting? Tuba farts. It'll be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities would be that difficult. It won't be that difficult. Okay. How boring. Oh, fuck. It's Nagito. Oh, no. It's this dumb bitch. You like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun. So that's what I assumed. You like ship? Oh, you do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it. So this is the ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. Under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Get out of here, Nagito. Get out of here. What are you doing here? What is going on? Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Jesus. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, because I have luck as well. Oh, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Jesus. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Host Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh? This world is full of boring people. This world's full of boring people, he says. Alright, people who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. Oh. Alright. Calm down. Are we, Mike? The thing I'm curious about is, like, are we even still Hajime right now? Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. Huh? That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... What? Huh? What? Huh? I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, Knight. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are also doing well, buddy. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then, explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, we full crazy, aren't we? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Huh? Oh. Are we full crazy? Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. Huh? But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? Don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Weird shit is happening. Chapter 0, end. We just got a brief little bit there. Huh? What is this? A door. Oh, it's the door from the beginning of the game. It's a door. There's a door. It's a door. Huh? A door? A door. Why is a door here? A door. Where am I? By a door. How did I get here? Probably through a door. Where am I supposed to go? Probably through the door. Oh. Isn't this a classroom from the first game? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. Yeah, we saw the trial thing. I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. A big deja vu moment. Big old deja vu moment. Just like before. When we were all gathered at that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is this somewhere on Jabberwock Island? I mean, at this point, who the fuck knows? Dingy dongus bingy bongus. Oh, we're still glitching out.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
I don't like how Mike is spelled like the name Mike and not like M-I-C.
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
Alright, you know what?
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
The graduation exam, huh? Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Yeah, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Yup. The fucking windows are bolted like usual. What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, There's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist, looks like it's pretty thick, like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope Speak Academy? This sure looks like Hope Speak Academy. This is how I remember it looking, alright. This clock. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Also, Tamagotchi check. Tight. You got the usual cameras. Here's my thing. Is it gonna show me the school? Oh, baby. This is Hope Speak, alright. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us. Just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. Ooh, look at all these glitches. The other classroom is glitched. The spare hotel, baby! Man, we are back here, all right. The AV room, yeah. The store. This is the exit where the front gate is with the machine gun. The nurse's office, bathrooms. Upstairs to the second floor. Yep. Same map, all right. The gymnasium is here, right? All right, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Whoa! I don't know what's going on. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Or excuse me, Chapter 6. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Yeah, it's a gymnasium. This is the gymnasium where Mukuro Ikusaba died. AKA Junko 1. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn
The
right.
boy! Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too. Oh, and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Peak Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Anyway, any way you look at it, it's impossible. The boy. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock! I just told you guys that this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
lies.
I mean... It depends, because then at the end of the first game, they all left. So does he mean that it fell to ruin as in like the killing game started? Or does he mean he fell to ruin because nobody's there anymore and they just forgot about the place? Hmm. You, you were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course it felt a ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Host Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic?
Fine, fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Look at the fourth wall. Someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey, hey, hey!
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? I'm gonna say that from now on. Good. Very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
Hi.
This seems to be like almost a mirror of what happened at the end of the last game. We're obviously gonna get out of here. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us loose. Let us choose right now.
no!
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives.
damn it!
Enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. Well, what do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. Please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. As usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Host Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Host Peak Academy from the tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no way for Host Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Host Peak Academy? That building right there. This is the Host Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Wow. Look at that boy. I was finally able to attend Host Peak Academy. Finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I want to become Hope. That's what you're thinking. Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. Oh, calm down, Nagito. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Host Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. Nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. He did say that. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through with something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard.
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey,
So what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is Future Foundation?
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma?
However,
Baited. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that. True.
damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No. Even her just being with us would have been a big help. I wish Chiaki was with us. So, what do we do now?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we gotta do the graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I was like, well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right!
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Host Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. We can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, then let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan and how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Host Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. We should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? Well, what are we even looking for? Do we have to investigate this weird-ass building?
even so.
I don't think we'll find answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go ahead for now.
Whoa!
Oh, there she goes. Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right.
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. Sure? If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Connie already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and looked around, too.
Huh.
Like Sonia said, if there is no more killing, we don't have to worry about everyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium. You better take care of yourself, little guy.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the
Oh
gymnasium.
my.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Oh my god. Now Sonia's in danger because Kazuichi's with her. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had departed, and left the gymnasium. Boy. I should hurry and start too. Maku, you get out of the kitchen. I look over and I just see my dog just roaming the kitchen. No, there's nothing in there for you right now. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Investigate. Monokuma!
I knew you could do it.
Hidden Monokumas in Hope's Peak Academy. I'm wondering if they're gonna reuse all the assets from the first. Oh, what the fuck? Huh? That's weird. This hallway I walked through to get to the gym. The hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Yeah, this is the 5th floor. What the fuck? Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way this will make me back down. We're on the fucking 5th floor. This is where the dead bodies were, where the morgue was and stuff. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our
I
movement.
am concerned.
Is it just me? Yeah, because that's where the headmaster's office is. This is the dojo where the archery range is. This was where the garden was. This was the important room. Raw! It just says raw! Oh no, headmaster's room was down below. What was this room? 5C? Was there 3 classrooms here before? I guess so. Alright. Dojo it is. Yep, cherry blossom trees are here and everything. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. True. A book? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Host Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history. History first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. Yeah? I really want to ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. Look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Oh boy, where is this going? I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Host Peak Academy's history. It's narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are already key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through the scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Host Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Host Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Host Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes that they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. They decide to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Host Peak Academy received the endless stream of applicants. Host Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. Be that way. With this, Host Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of that talent. To create Host Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. They keep calling it that. That's right, it was the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Host Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. It'd be like that. Manga for morons. Now that's a book for me. I mean, hot take, anybody can get into manga. You just sometimes gotta find the right one. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy, and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
but hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, that's the thing that's weird is you, of course.
Hey!
Why did you forget you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. Unless Hajime's a plant, and he didn't go to Host Peak Academy at all. Or Hajime has a talent, and they don't want him to know. What do you want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Yeah. True. Hajime, the actual traitor. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Hajime wouldn't be surprised. Hajime being the one normal person out of all of these games so far, I would not be surprised. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. True. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on.
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, it's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Truth Bullet. Reserve Department has been added to your Truth Bullet section of your handbook. That target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying? Oh, those fourth wall breaks. An armor and helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese dojo? Training dummy. There's a straw post. I guess it means it was used for training. We found murder stuff here last time. There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood block piece sticking out of them. Guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. The cherry tree has proudly displayed its full blossoms. Falling petals add to the elegance of this scene. Woo! If Kyoko and Peko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. True. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. For their sake, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. May the ultimate reserve student. Could be. Alright, so we're in this dojo. Whoa! Kazuichi, what up?
What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, so the only other place I can go to is back to the classroom. It feels weird to be back inside the classroom, though. Like, to be back in Hope's Peak is such a wild thing for the game to turn into. Alright, Classroom 5A. Well, there's a manga here, too. A book. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. Right, yeah, roaming those halls once again. Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, if you've played the first game, like, you know this map. You know what this school layout is already. It's just, after being away from it, and, like, to be perfectly honest, navigating the islands was a way easier task than navigating the school. So going backwards and having the mechanics of the school come back, I'm like, it feels a little weird and a little jarring. This is another manga, laying on top of the desk. This one. Manga for morons, The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Huh? Wasn't The Tragedy of Host Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Host Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little bit more about that incident? This fucking cover. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. To see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Host Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Host Peak Academy occurred at Host Peak Academy. Yeah. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Do we know that name? I'm trying to think back to the first game, and I'm like, I don't think I know that name. Huh. Zero was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Okay. That's a bad idea. Put all your eggs in one basket? Bad. His portrait was in the front. That's why I know the name. Alright. Tight. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such a rare talent, I wonder if that's supposed to be the headmaster on the cover of the manga. Yeah, it kind of looks like a very stylized version of the headmaster from the first game. The one that got blasted off in the rocket at the very beginning of the game. AKA Kyoko's dad. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origin and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru was known as the symbol of hope, and responsible for a horrible incident. It couldn't be that they put all their money into this one person, and then this one person totally backfired and ruined everything. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. Dude said, the ultimate hope? But I hope you can escape this knife. Gotcha! Oh no, Izuru, how could you? However, the incident did not end there. Well, there it goes. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. Oh, bad move. Should have narked on him. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated. And the uprising began. Ooh, I love a little revolt. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragic of Hope's Peak Academy. I'm not gonna lie, it kinda sounds like Hope's Peak Academy was a fucking shitty place. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0. Oh, there's a citation to the own series. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Also, is Danganronpa 0 a real thing? I'm gonna have to look that up later. Is that a real novel? Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. True. Yep, it's a real novel. Ah, well, looks like I'm gonna have to go read something later. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But the ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. Right, the reserve department. Here it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Hajime, did you kill a bunch of fucking students? Hajime, are you on a killing spree of just like, nah, these motherfuckers with talent, gotta put them down. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Host Peak Academy, but biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Azuru? I'm guessing it's Junko, probably. A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage? Who's that? I'm assuming it's Junko, because Junko seems like the kind of person who is, 1, known as the ultimate despair, and 2, would take advantage of a situation like that. This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. I'm also just wondering, because Makoto was the ultimate lucky student, why are there 2 ultimate lucky students in Nagito and Makoto? Too many things. There's too many things going on right now. Stupid uwu Hajime. I wish they gave me a talent. Yeah, right. Mysteries just keep piling up. Yeah, I mean, that's also one of those questions that I've had since the first game, is why, like, as we've been making our way through the first game, they kept mentioning the horrible event and whatever, but they've never actually said what it is. So even since the first game, that's always been like one of my biggest curiosities about what the fuck is going on. I am intrigued though. They got me. I'm intrigued now with the series, so I gotta know. I gotta find out. This room is open now. Yeah, they definitely want you to go on a certain path. Let me go check this room one more time for hidden Monokumas. Do my due diligence and look for these little Monokumas. Alright, I don't see one. Gotta make sure I check. Alright, let's go to the bio lab. Which was a morgue before. Yep. Hey, I see you, Monokuma. What the hell's with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Sure, Monokuma. I see you.
I've been found.
Ah, good old Tarps. Tarps, the real MVP of Danganronpa 1. So many tarps were used in that game. This looks like a plastic tarp. Why is it left out like this? Clean up after yourself, will you? Yeah, Junko. I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like. That's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school bio lab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. Oh, what am I thinking? There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it, the next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know so bad. Just what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Flip through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. A story about a story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It'd be funny if they just didn't tell us anything about it and just kept stepping around the incident. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Host Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Host Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. Makes sense? The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. Okay, but it was spread across the world. Certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to a more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. True. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. The war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. True. If you're doing violence for violence sake, then there's no real solution to that other than, well, shit. Hopefully it stops. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Host Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Host Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. Powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. You're in a refrigerator. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. Oh, okay, fine. If you say so. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them for stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said in the beginning. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. That's what he wants. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. We're gaining truth bullets, but I don't know what for. I mean, assuming the exam, but like, still confused on that. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Host Peak Academy to its destruction. They connected with both the tragedy and the tragedy of Host Peak Academy. Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. And if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they're actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we are involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Where should we go next, Hajime? The other classroom open up? Good old class 5B. Where'd he go? No, I should ignore it. I'm going to pretend I didn't see him. Is there nothing else here? What up, Fuyuhiko?
Jeez.
Went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. I wonder it's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do it either. Yeah. All right. What's up, Monokuma?
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. High school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't eat Hot Pockets. Or Hot Pots. I'm getting fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about the Ultimate Despair. Huh? Even the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days.
Actually,
It was originally the title of a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl?
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima. Junko Inoshima?
Hey,
The bae. The best girl. The worst girl, but also the best girl. As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the Ultimate Despairs. Oh, plural. There was only one horrible person in that group. Oh, there was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are possessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. You know what? Yeah, okay, I see where he's getting at. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
True. That holds true for Lady Junko. Her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the higher echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in the position to neutralize the threat.
huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make any sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they just do it without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair. For Junko Inoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Inoshima as Junko Inoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any others. That idea had been slammed right into their skulls. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. I don't like the description that they're Junko's limbs, and we got a cutscene with Junko's hand being on Nagito. I don't like where this is going, but at the same time, I like where this is going. Ugh. Yeesh. Yeesh. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima, like believers making offerings to their god. Okay. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despairs so that they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. To hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Host Peak Academy? Final days.
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean, final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They had fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed. They believed in what they needed to do. And so 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo! Woo! Oh, that's a lot. Whoa! I was expecting like 500 at most. Maybe like 1,000 at like crazy highest. Holy fuck. That's a large grip of people. Mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Also, I'm glad that it wasn't 11037 again. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded. Huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair? Junko Inoshima? Doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima is already dead. Huh? Hey, look at that bitch. Look at that dumb bitch over there. Ultimate Despair has been added to your truthful section of your handbook. Junko, alright. Reserve Department has been updated in your handbook. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Inoshima's already dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy? As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima. Mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead. Junko Inoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing? Students of Host Peak Academy were widely known as symbols of hope, forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. Yeah, stuff is happening. I don't... Yeah, let me sit on that one for a bit. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Inoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Plausible. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? The only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble the killing school life. Well, I don't know what the hell is imitating Junko or making us go through this, but imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from the Host Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fakes. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Now that's what I'm wondering. Ultimate Despair has been updated in your handbook. And Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. What do you mean raise the flag? And what's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out. Get out of here. You're not making sense again. I got it. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. Tell you everything I know, including information about the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Did any other rooms open up out here? Whoa! Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on? What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Now we're on the 4th floor? Also, I like how I stepped out of that classroom and ended up on the 4th floor. Here's the headmaster's office. Is this the room with the security office here? Yeah, there was that classroom, this one. This is with the... Yeah. 'Cause here's the data lab. Here's where fucking Junko was hiding for most of the game. And then this was the headmaster's room. Stairs up. Chem lab. Yeah, this was where... I'm trying to remember. This was the protein incident in Sakura committing suicide. That's right, I know where we are now. Kane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who? No, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Where do we have to go? Oh yeah, the music room. Well, this is different. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, that strange thing right there. Alright, any hidden Monokumas? Monokuma? Do Monokumas? Alright, there's a hologram. There's a monument. Surveillance camera there. Alright. Let's check the monument first. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the mark engraved onto the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Host Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Host Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Future Foundation's origins have been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Okay. The piano. A very nice looking grand piano. It might be very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play this. Going out for Ibuki. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We'll continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, We have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Sounds right. Excluding Chiaki, who was part of Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. You might be. Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. Seems legit. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything careless. Monokuma. He's the Future Foundation's enemy, and his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Why does it have to be one whole phrase? Come on, man. The ones who carried out the will of Junko Inoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. I mean, there's the ancient ruins and there's the castle. So, either one of those places could have been a research facility. I don't like how Hajime, are you alright? Are you blacking out? Teacher's lounge is open. I don't think I see anybody else. Yep, I remember this place all right. Saw you, Monokuma. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, this room is kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Thank you, Hajime. Thank you. Hello, Monokuma.
Huh? Are you serious?
Look at all these pixelated flowers. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? List of subjects. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? Is that Hiyoko? Is that older Hiyoko? Hold on. Hold on. Is that a picture of older Hiyoko up there I see? Jesus. List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. I recognize these names. Gundam Tanaka. Ultimate Imposter. Just Ultimate Imposter. Teruteru, Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko, Mahiru, Mikan, Ibuki, Nagito, Gundam, the Ultimate Imposter, Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi. Why are they broken up into these groups, though, is what I'm wondering. Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Akane, Sonia, and Peko, and then Hiyoko Sayonji. What is this newspaper? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? Miss Hyoko Sayonji. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. Yeah, she was baby girl. Baby girl with a fucking foul mouth. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. Yeah, compared to this hottie. Who's this hottie? Like, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on now. But in the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean? Was the Hyoko we knew a fake? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Sayonji on here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. Thanks, Kazuichi. Older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
It's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. Did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Nope. Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that. She did. She played it up a lot. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm
Well, regardless,
feeling
all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hyoko in this newspaper... That's the real Hyoko. Is he saying this is the same person? It's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photograph of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it messed up. It makes it sound messed up. What experiment? I don't fucking know. Kazuichi was trying to figure shit out. If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? Plausible. Plausible. Not confirmed, but plausible. I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Also, why are they broken up into groups like that? What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Kazuichi, I don't know how you're still alive. Tamagotchi check. Oh? Portrait. Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says, Close Peak Academy founder is Zuru Kamakura. Yep. That's where we know that name. Founder of Host Peak Academy, this name is Zuru Kamakura. Didn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Who's this old fuck? Also, if he was supposed to be a student and looks like that, we know Hyoko, but she looks like this, then what the fuck's going on? Alright, got another hologram here. Oh, there are letters floating in the air, like in the music room earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Inoshima, the facts remain that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Inoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? It doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Despair. Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage?
Are we screwed? Hey, hey!
That list of subjects seems dangerous. Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion like it's some experiment. Kazuichi, who fucking knows, dude? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to figure it out with you, homie. Oh shit, third floor. Damn it, not again. Not again. Here we go. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Yep, we're on the third floor, alright. This was the science room? The science and art room? Yeah, the physics room. And then this should be the art room somewhere over here. Yeah, right here, art room. Then if we loop back, geez, this is tripping me out though. The screen effect is slightly hurting my eyes though. Alright, let's go to the record room, or the recording room. Oh, recreation room. That's what it was. I was like, wait, what was here? There was a murder that took place here. There's a billiard table, and a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. I hung out with Celeste in this room. Yep. And yep, look at all this. Yep, I remember all this. Magazines. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer travel. There's a magazine about cameras. Mahiru would have been happy to see this. Something about like Hajime just like seeing all these things and just thinking about his like friends again. I'm like, oh, rough kid. There's a dartboard, but this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? He definitely didn't do that. Some comfy chairs. Wholesome Hajime. Wholesome Hajime. It's a nice, firm-looking sofa. Looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. Alright, there's a file there. We got a hologram. Let's check the file first. The file with Host Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential, which means this is a big secret, right? Why wouldn't an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's in the file. About the Host Peak cultivation plan. For many years, Host Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hand, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. I guess. Yeah, sure. Provide hope to the world, and then teach them things. You're not wrong, but okay. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. Okay. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to your Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, I'm gonna take a little break to go grab more water real quick. Give me like 5 minutes to go get water and go use the bathroom real quick. Your beans. Alrighty, and we're back. Well, we're getting a lot of clues. We're getting a whole lot of clues. Let's read this email. This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it's unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, though it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. We have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter. We have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything's for the sake of the future filled with hope. Are we gonna go meet the cast from the first game? Is that who's coming to see us? Huh. The Academy survivors has been updated in your handbook. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why are we forced to kill each other on this island? Guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up. I mean, to be fair, you weren't supposed to kill each other, and then Monokuma showed up and ruined everything. So, how did Monokuma get there?
My, Hajime. If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
Hot take. Hot take. I don't know if this is true or not, but hot take. Is Monokuma Izuru? Because, I mean, Monokuma in the first game was just controlled by Junko. But if Izuru is somebody with multiple talents, is Izuru Monokuma? Also, is Izuru controlling Monokuma, or is Izuru literally like a program now or an AI and like inside of like Monokuma? Weird. A lot to think about. There's a lot to think about. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Yeah? Yeah, Hajime. Yeah, maybe. Oh! Stop. It looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so, what is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. Oh god, seeing this room upside down. Alright. Whoa! Whoa! Akane, you do not look well.
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her
Based
surroundings.
on my gut feeling.
They're definitely really close. They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then then answer with this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally?
Hmm.
Let's see, my gut feeling is they're both.
Yo,
He's right, they're both. Both? What do you mean?
you.
Don't know any details, it's just my gut after all. Kane, I am also that same type of person, so I am with you. Well, that's true, I guess. Very true. Very, very true. Murder mysteries, where are we going? What was on the second floor? Second floor was the gymnasium, right? Not the gymnasium, but the pool, right? Actually, you know what I haven't done this? Oh, never mind, I don't have a map. I was about to say, like, I haven't checked the map this whole time. Oh yeah, no, this was the library floor. This is the library and the pool. This is where Chihiro died. This must be a library. Hajime. No. No, Hajime. No. Don't. Hajime, when you say things like this, it puts you in the same realm as Makoto, and I'm very uncomfortable with it. Oh, God. Good job, Hajime. I'm proud of you. Here's a cookie. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, good job, Hajime. Tight. This is indeed a library. Monokuma probably left something here, too. I should hurry up and find it. Well, there's the emails. Is there any Monokumas here? If I were a little Monokuma, where would I be? Nowhere where I can see. Alright. Email time. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. You could read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. The stupid boy! The stupid boy! Our former protag, the dumbest boy. The protag of the first game, Makoto Naegi. Oh, this dipshit. I love Makoto. Makoto is very lovable. At the same time, I hated playing as Makoto so much. I wish you could have gone through that game playing as Kyoko instead. It would have been tight. But also, you need Makoto in a game like that, so it makes sense. Alright. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of future filled with hope. Okay, something about Makoto mentioning killing or destroying these remnants is really, like, jarring. Because I can't imagine, like, Makoto being like, yeah, let's just fucking kill those dudes. Gotta get rid of them. Gotta murk their assholes. Jeez. That was too Makoto? Oh, that was too Makoto. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Oh, yeah. But then again, yeah, that would make sense that Makoto would be someone that would try to salvage or rescue somebody rather than kill them. Alright. You know what? Yeah, okay. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. Oh, it was, yeah, there it is. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Did someone lie to Makoto? It couldn't be someone lying to Makoto. That never happens to Makoto Naegi. Famous person who has never been lied to one at any time in Danganronpa. Yeah, Makoto gullible? Couldn't be. Couldn't be Makoto being gullible. Let's see. Classroom 2B. Whoa! This is the first floor. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Yep, I recognize this laundry room alright.
No.
There's Hina's swimsuit up there still. There's the little gachapon machine. And I remember clicking on every single one of these dryers to look for Monokuma coins. The Junko magazine on the table. Tablet PC. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. This word, Neo World, New World? It seems to recall, I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. You have. Okay, there's a bunch of stats. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. So a simulation made to heal someone's mind? Like communicative therapy for someone's mind. Like psychotherapeutic. So your head shit. Communication simulator. Okay. Alright. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. Okay. To develop the New World program, the Neo World program, excuse me, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist. The Ultimate Programmer was Miyaki. Okay. The Ultimate Neurologist and the Ultimate Therapist. We don't know who those two are. Were among many talented people whose research results were utilized. Or Chihiro, excuse me, not Chiaki. Chiaki's the Ultimate Gamer. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Has this entire game has been inside a virtual world, hasn't it? We're someone going through psychiatric therapy. Huh. Okay. Alright, game. Alright, where are you going? Where are you going, game? Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature, okay? It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. So, brainwashing. Brainwashing or indoctrination. Okay. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. I get the applications for it. I can see that. But the thing with like therapy like that is that if they're not confronting the issue and developing the tools to deal with said issue, and you're just replacing it, then you're basically just putting paint over something that needed an actual repair almost. Interesting. Okay. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Well, yeah, because I mean, you could destroy someone's entire ego, like what makes them them, you know what I mean? That way, like you could totally like just mentally crash somebody. What a wild fucking game. Okay. Yeah, the implications of that are making sense. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Oh no, Hajime with his panic attack. I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
Gotta raise more flags. Gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up? Everything is all made up? Made up? Including me too? That's the hard one. Because if you find out that something can alter your mind to that point, how do you know what is something that you actually experienced? Where does the you in your life begin? And where does someone else's influence? Like where does you end and someone else's influence begin when making your everyday decisions? Also, if you've never thought about that before, don't. You're gonna fuck yourself up. If you really need to think about that, then you might need to do some soul searching. I love how much he just screams loudly. I mean, I like Hajime because he's the most human character we have gotten in Danganronpa. Like, whereas Makoto was like stupid, naive puppy, like Hajime is like legit the most down-to-earth character that I've experienced in Danganronpa so far. Whereas everybody's like crazy, woohoo, I have a special talent. Hajime being a reserve student and just being the most chill person ever, like, he is the best pro tag so far. Out of the 2 games I've played, he's the best pro tag so far. Hajime is way better than Makoto. Let's see here. Well, we're on the first floor now.
Hiya!
Oh, Monokuma time.
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Looking forward to it.
Stop flashing. God. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down the hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't see a resemblance, but... Whoa, I hate that. Stop with the hexadecimal on the fucking walls. Also, I like how you see the skeleton of the school. What up, Sonia?
Well,
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. The nocebo effect is the exact opposite. True. Which means as long as the human brain controls all the other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh?
oh my.
Huh?
Um,
I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Whoa, Monokuma. Whoa.
The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear.
Okay. Let's go back to classroom 1B. Oh. Narrating monocores, file read in 4 seconds. Warning, the renderer Zetsuba. Zetsubo being the Japanese word for despair. Just this fucking boot up code here. These big objects. This floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. Well, what in the world is it? The moment I looked at that object. Oh. Binary? Bunch of binary? Error. No identifier. Hold on. Chihiro? Fuck. What was it? What was the AI? The AI that Chihiro made that was in the laptop. Oh god. Alter ego, thank you. This alter ego? Oh shit. Man, so many twists and turns I was not expecting so far. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person! A floating person is talking to... Hajime, please, don't do this. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. Aww, it is alter ego. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. That is my name. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter ego is such a precious gem. Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert that much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. Sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. Okay, that makes sense. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. Because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hajime's waking up, baby. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program?
The Neo World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence.
Oh. Oh.
That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program.
Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. Fair. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World Program used for in the first place?
The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory.
Yep.
Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program.
With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to.
And from there you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening to the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? The only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World Program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors.
It was Chiaki and Monami? I'm assuming?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way.
By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. So when Monokuma got the authority role away from Monomi, that's why Monokuma can adjust all the rules for the islands. Okay. Alright. Okay. That makes a bit more sense about what's happening. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control, but even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. It's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her, which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego? Damn. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? It's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. There's a traitor. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The Neo World program has been updated in your handbook. Ah, but it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. But it has a limit, too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, you need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on
Oh.
now.
So there has to be a process in order to let them go. So whatever that is, Monokuma's trying to facilitate that. Okay. Alright.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
So Deus Ex Machina?
If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death. Oh, just a bunch of death.
Just a bunch of death. Hey. Oh, it's a bunch of death. Everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. Yep, it's just a bunch of death. Is that Makoto? What the heck just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. The alter ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. This means that's working. That it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problem in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. 11037? That's the number we found in Nizumi Castle. I hate it so much. With every fiber of my being. Anytime that number gets brought up, fucking hate it. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the Hope Fragment. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Makoto made a failsafe? Wow! Look at Makoto being proactive. Alright. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Someone close to me who I met for like 2 days. You know, my secretary girlfriend, Sayaka Maizano. They saved me, and I grew a close relationship to them after 2 or 3 days. Fuck you, Makoto. You fucking dumbass. He isn't wrong, and I get his sentiment. But at the same time, Makoto, she tried to kill you. He literally tried to kill you in the first mission of the first game. He tried to frame your ass. Oh man, baby boy. Makoto, you need to work through some stuff, man. Yeah, someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trusting that will to you all. I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. Entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. Person. I'm sure they are going to try to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. A gun! Just Makoto with a gun. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden program to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's the way to end this that you guys can choose your own independently. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, it shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Oh no! The connection's bad. Makoto, we deserve. Yeah, we do deserve Makoto with a gun.
Hmm? Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, all the hints you're gonna get? If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Monokuma not notice what just happened?
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
About that guy just now.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. Yeah, why would you bring it up right then? That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best.
Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? You fucking hold on to that shit. And don't look away. We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? Fucking Hajime dealing with depression over here. You gotta try, man. You gotta try, Hajime. If everything was a lie, isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, I guess. Fine. Yeah, sure. Shutdown sequence has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's gonna be one more trial, isn't there? It's the only reason why we would have truth bullets. Oh, let's fucking get out of here. Old building, first floor. Oh, dingy dongus bingy bongus.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, it's where the original elevator is.
See you soon.
Red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Yep, I recognize this red door. He means this red door, right? I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh, shit. Look at all that binary. Fucking sprint. Nice. Running in the hallway, the infinite corridor. Data. Class trial, round 1. Huh? This place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? Oh, it's a flashback. There we go. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Huh, it seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up until now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something.
If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome.
So you finally arrived. Congratulations. You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site, within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
You.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we decide, and what if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem. Please look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Huh? Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences. Then, the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move along. Let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
Oh no, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Weird.
Yeah, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know.
Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
Even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well,
Weird. Okay. Alright, Monokuma.
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
You don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because it's how it has to be. He doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway,
They have to willingly want to leave. Okay. Weird.
Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then.
Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know.
so annoying.
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine, before you die, I sear my power into your memories.
You gonna break the mini Maru thing? Oh, never mind. Ooh! Oh, we're going into it. Oh, shit. Well, here we go. Just like Danganronpa 1, just right into the ending. Let me open my e-handbook. Let's see. We have 3 points we could spend. Let's buy... You can either get downshift or upshift, and then moonsault. Reduces your aiming speed, effective during non-stop debate. Improved Hangman's Gambit cannot be combined with upshift. Upshift increases your aiming speed, effective during non-stop debate. Cannot be combined with downshift. Right, let's get upshift. And let's also get moonsault. Increases your jumping power. Sure. Sure, let's upgrade our jumping power. We didn't really need to, but let's do it. Look at all these hope fragments we got. Sonya, we should have hung out more. The only real regret I have is Sonya, we should have hung out more. Let's equip moonsault. Let's equip upshift. And finish preparations. Alright, here we fucking go.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic.
You can set it to auto now.
This. What is this world's true identity?
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answered this, it will be true. And that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh, we're just starting with the Hangman's Gambit? Oh, okay. Calm down. Oh, I should have saved one of those R's. No, I need that. A virtual.
I got it!
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's fake.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Why would you ask me the question if you were just gonna answer it?
So,
What a dick.
this
What a
isn't the
dick.
real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
He's friggin' serious.
Fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit? If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line.
Oh?
Because it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
Because it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
Because it's a game.
Stupid. I like how it's the same voice recording too.
Because it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
Because it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it.
Okay.
This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Alright.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Okay.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us? You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain. Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
That is what an avatar is.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right? Your school memories.
See.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
Yep.
Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. True. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Jesus, why'd you give me so many truth bullets? 9 truth bullets? What the fuck?
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
This is a virtual world. We're avatars that were created for this world. I don't want to believe something like that, but
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
I have to look at these. 'Cause we got a lot of information, and now we have to use it as truth bullets, and I'm like, oh boy. Everyone's names are written under a list of subjects. List written. Well, I'm gonna get a lot wrong here, and I know it.
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
Nope.
If you're going to agree with me, I'd rather you provide a better argument than that.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
That must be it. Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
Yeah, with hot
It's a
Hyoko.
picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school.
Yeah, so they look like babies.
But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives.
You guys are already
Which
adults.
means we've grown that much older. And among us, some age so much
Among
we didn't
us.
recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
Poor Fuyuhiko.
But if you guys
Poor
only had
Fuyuhiko.
memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time.
True.
Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Yep. Then wouldn't he have noticed the difference?
Crap!
Yee-hoo! Fuyuhiko?
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko. You knew Peko for a long
Oh,
time.
that's right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, now that you mention it, seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but
Uh-huh.
around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
Uh-huh.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
No.
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts.
Oh boy.
You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
Fair.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like.
Okay.
So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie.
True.
Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
I have heard that.
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Yep.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Oh?
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained.
Yep.
He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
Mm-hmm.
However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
Kazuichi,
If a lie
please stop.
is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
Yep. That's how that goes.
We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
Yep. Titty Typhoon!
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program.
Wolf.
It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
Mm-hmm. That's why in the end, it was all just a creation. That's the truth. And the truth is, it was all a lie. That is the world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that must mean...
All the deaths aren't really deaths. Why would
That's
you
right.
give Nagito the
killings
biggest
we were
picture?
forced
Get
to
out of
commit
here.
Were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the
Unless
real
if you
world.
die in the game, you die in the real world. In which case,
yeah.
rip.
Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life. So
You know, like
you're
scanners.
saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Oh.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean
The Neo World program
God.
isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality.
Die in the game, you die in real life.
And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences
You know,
death,
your head blows
their
up like
brains
scanners.
inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too.
I shouldn't laugh,
Then
but fuck.
everyone who died.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death.
But they might be in like in a
That's
vegetative
why
state.
it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
Oh no, Gundam.
fuck?
What the?